I think Rainbow Six Siege is a very complicated and in-depth game. And I think the information that I will go over today is not really talked about in tip videos and will help every single player in the game of Rainbow Six Siege. I think when you go to play ranked, the fate of the match may already be sealed in the first couple seconds of actually getting into the game. Siege is known to be a mental game, and you may try and learn all of the strats and plan out each round to the best of your ability, but that still won't mean that you will win the rounds, because you may have already lost the mental game. I think that is how a 5-stack of decently talented players can lose to an enemy team of complete randos. These randos can win just because of what the players on the 5-stack are saying and thinking to one another. If a 5-stack is extremely negative and they're all saying that they're experiencing extremely unlikely occurrences and that they're having a very bad game, that will actually bring the vibes of the team down and most likely have a higher chance of losing the game because of it. Solo teams usually don't talk as much, so the vibes usually stay very neutral unless there's an argument between players. Good teams will always have at least one person that I would like to call a vibes player. And what a vibes player does is they keep the comms positive and they manage to make some of the players laugh and allows people to calm down. The skittlz stack is well known for being extremely entertaining and at the same time very skilled at the game. I think that is because they have very skilled vibes players. Yes, of course, vibes are not everything in Siege, but I think vibes people's mental state is very important to the fundamentals of Siege, especially for a great team. If you ever listen to the comms of a winning team, they sound completely different from the comms of a losing team. Although there is no physical momentum in Siege, meaning there's no economy like in CSGO where you can buy much better guns by winning more rounds, Siege may not technically have physical momentum, but teams may still feel momentum because of how they're interacting with one another, with their, I guess, overall vibes. The first thing that you want to do is you always want to look forward to the next round or the next event. So if there's a prep phase or the action phase, you always want to look forward to the next phase. You don't want to look back 2 previous rounds and worry about something that happened and that you have to fix this little mistake that you made because that was the only reason that you lost. Because to be honest, there's no real reason to look back at the previous rounds if you truly want to win the game. The first thing that you want to stop doing is saying this phrase after losing a round. How did we all die? That is a question that you do not want to ask because it will cause more harm than good. And realistically, the person asking the question does not expect to get a genuine answer. Overall, ruins the vibe of the team. The second thing that you want to do is try and take the incentive to be the vibes player. Being a vibes player is very difficult, but some of the things that you could practice on doing is just right when the round ends and you're in the op phase, help your teammates pick their operators and whatnot. But then bring up something entertaining or something that you may have found funny in the round just to lighten the mood, help the vibes of the team. The second thing that you do not want to do is don't get pissed off at the game. Sometimes you feel like you shot some guy right in the head and he didn't die. And to be honest, at that point, there's nothing you can do about it. Just try to move on. Do not say, "What the fuck? How did that guy not die?" The third thing that you want to do kind of ties in with the second thing that you don't want to do. If your teammates are getting super annoyed and they're just complaining about every little thing that is happening to them, try and get them to chill out, or try to help them laugh it off, because once they get into that bad mental state, it's kind of difficult to get them out of it. The third thing that you do not want to do is genuinely get pissed off with your teammates. I learned the hard way that when you get annoyed with someone not watching your back, or someone not holding your drone, and you start yelling, that does not fix the issue. You are just yelling to yell. You're bringing down the vibes. People will become more negative. They will less likely want to win the game. The fourth thing that you want to do when you die is call out 3 very specific things. The first is where the person was that killed you, who killed you, and how much health they have. Doing so will provide your teammates with a lot of information, and not adding an annoyed remark will help the vibe stay more positive. So like when I die, I get super tilted, and for no reason I say, "What the fuck? Why is he there?" And then I like give a call out. Saying that first part is completely useless. You're literally clogging comms and annoying your teammates. Absolutely no reason to do that. If you're one of those players, please stop. If you do stop, you will start to notice that your overall opinion on the game will start to get a little bit better, very, very slowly but surely. It will get better, and you will win more games because of it. A helpful tip is that there should always be one vibes player and an analytical player. Thinking back to the skittlz stack, Yardy is a fantastic vibes player. He's super funny. He keeps things lighthearted even if he is dumb. He's just a wonderful vibes player. But at the same time, Yaga, another player, one of the other members of the nice guys, he's very analytical. He doesn't crack a lot of jokes. He stays very calm. He sounds like an old man all the time, and he's very grounded. He focuses on the rounds themselves, and I think this information that I shared with you today will help every single player in the game of Rainbow Six Siege. And if you genuinely enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you want more like this, subscribe. It's very simple. Overall, thanks for watching the video, and I hope you all have a good day. See ya.